In the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, aboard the USS Horizon, Lieutenant Alexander Alex Thorne stood sentinel on the flight deck. The sun dipped low, painting the sky in hues of crimson and gold. As FA-18 Super Hornets roared to life nearby, Alex, with his chiseled jaw and eyes the color of storm-tossed seas, gazed at the fighter jet beside him, his faithful companion in the skies. At 32, he was a seasoned pilot, but tonight the weight of duty pressed heavier than the salt-laden air. Back home in San Diego, his wife, Elena, waited with their 5-year-old daughter, Sophia. Elena's name meant shining light, and she was exactly that, a beacon of warmth with her cascading auburn hair and gentle smile that could melt the coldest fears. Sophia, their little miracle, had inherited her mother's spirit and her father's unyielding curiosity. "Daddy flies with the angels," Sophia would say, her voice like a melody whenever Alex deployed. But deployment stretched like endless horizons, and this one, his third in 4 years, tested the bonds of their family. Alex leaned against the jet's fuselage, fingers tracing the cool metal. Memories flooded him. Elena's laughter on their wedding day under California oaks. Sophia's first steps on the beach as waves whispered secrets. He pulled out a worn photo from his flight suit, Elena's hand on Sophia's shoulder, both waving at the camera. "Come home soon, my hero," Elena had written on the back. The carrier's hum vibrated through him, a reminder of the life he chose. As a Navy sailor, he protected freedoms from afar, but the cost was etched in sleepless nights and missed milestones. That evening, as the deck crew scrambled for night operations, Alex's squadron leader, Captain Marcus Hale, approached. Marcus, a mentor with silver-streaked hair and a voice like gravel, clapped him on the shoulder. "Thorne, intel's buzzing. Storm brewing east, could complicate tomorrow's recon mission." Alex nodded, his resolve stealing, but deep down a quiet ache stirred. What if this time the horizon didn't lead him back? As stars pierced the darkening sky, Alex whispered a prayer to the wind. The jet stood silent, a guardian of dreams and dangers alike. Little did he know fate was about to test the depths of his courage. Dawn broke with a vengeance. The USS Horizon pitched against swelling waves, the carrier deck slick with rain as Typhoon Kai barreled toward their position. Alarms blared and Alex suited up in the ready room, adrenaline surging like the storm outside. "This is no drill," Captain Hale barked during briefing. "Enemy subs spotted in the sector. Our jets are the eyes in the sky. Thorne, your lead on the sortie," Elena had called the night before, her voice crackling over satellite. "Sophia's drawing you a picture, a jet with wings like eagles." Alex's heart clenched. He promised to frame it upon return. Now, as he climbed into the cockpit, the photo tucked safely in his pocket, he felt the pull of two worlds, the duty that defined him and the love that sustained him. The launch was brutal. Catapulted into the gale, Alex's Super Hornet shuddered against 100-knot winds. Rain lashed the canopy like bullets, visibility near zero. "Eagle 1, radar shows hostiles at bearing 270, came the radio from his wingman, Lieutenant Jenna Reyes, a fierce pilot with a name meaning queen in her family's heritage. Together they pierced the storm's heart, scanning for threats below. Then chaos erupted. A rogue wave slammed the carrier, disrupting comms. Alex's instruments flickered. Lightning had struck nearby, frying auxiliary systems. "Horizon, this is Eagle 1, I've got electrical failure." Static answered. Alone in the tempest, fuel dwindling, Alex fought to stabilize. Visions flashed. Sophia's tiny hand in his, Elena's tears at his last goodbye. "I won't let this end here," he growled, manually overriding controls. Diving low, he spotted a submerged anomaly, a potential enemy sub. Risking everything, he fired a flare, marking its position for the fleet. But the storm fought back. Turbulence hurled him sideways. Eject? The thought crossed his mind. But ditching meant certain peril in shark-infested waters. Gritting his teeth, Alex coaxed the jet upward, breaking through clouds into fleeting sunlight. Back on deck, the crew battled to secure the ship. Captain Hale paced the bridge, eyes on the radar. "Thorne's out. There, bring him home. Ours." Blurred into eternity until a faint signal. "Eagle 1 inbound. Target marked." The deck erupted in cheers as Alex's jet touched down, skidding to a halt amid sparks and smoke. Exhausted, he climbed out, knees buckling. The photo, miraculously intact, reminded him why he endured. Yet the storm had claimed lives. 2 sailors swept overboard in the frenzy. Alex's heroism saved the mission, but grief shadowed victory. In his bunk that night, he penned a letter to Elena. The sea tried to claim me, but your light guided me back. Weeks later, the USS Horizon docked in Pearl Harbor for repairs, the storm's scars still fresh. Alex, promoted for his valor, stood on the deck once more, the same jet gleaming under Hawaiian sun, but this time anticipation thrummed. In his veins, Elena and Sophia were flying in for a surprise reunion, arranged by Captain Hale. As the gangway lowered, Alex spotted them. Elena in a flowing sundress, Sophia clutching a drawing, her eyes wide with wonder. "Daddy!" Sophia squealed, racing into his arms. He lifted her high, inhaling her scent of sunshine and innocence. Elena followed, tears glistening as she embraced him. "You made it through the tempest," she whispered, her voice a soothing balm. They spent days exploring the islands, picnics on beaches where waves lapped gently, stories under starlit skies. Sophia traced the jet's outline in her drawing, declaring, "This is you, Daddy, fighting the big bad storm." Alex chuckled, but his eyes met Elena's, sharing unspoken fears. "I almost didn't come back," he confessed one evening, as they watched the sunset from a cliffside. Elena took his hand. "But you did. And that's what makes you my hero, not the medals, but the heart that brings you home." They talked of the future, fewer deployments, perhaps shore duty. Sophia dreamed of flying like her father, her spirit unbreakable. Yet duty called again. As departure loomed, Alex stood near the jet one last time, the carrier deck alive with purpose. He realized the true power wasn't in machines or missions, but in the love that anchored him. "Promise me," Elena said at the airport, "you'll always fight to return." "I promise," he replied, kissing them farewell. Back at sea, Alex flew with renewed vigor, each takeoff a vow to protect what mattered most. The horizon stretched endless, but now it held hope. In the quiet moments, he touched the photo, whispering, "For you, my lights." The story of Lieutenant Alexander Thorne became legend among sailors, a tale of storm-defying courage, unbreakable family bonds, and the quiet strength that turns ordinary men into heroes. In the end, it wasn't the jet or the deck that defined him, but the hearts waiting on distant shores.